Uh, Bro, let me ask you something real. What do you think actually makes someone sit back and regret losing you? Is it you trying to prove a point, trying to catch their attention with moves and mind games? Nah, man, that's never what truly hits. Real regret kicks in when she finally sees that she overlooked something valuable and that something was you. But here's the thing. If your mind's stuck on how do I make her regret leaving me, then you're already heading down the wrong path. Because the truth, the real shift happens when you stop chasing that regret and start chasing your own evolution. When you seriously commit to becoming the best version of yourself, regret becomes irrelevant because you're too busy winning. And that's exactly when it hits her the hardest. So let's break down how to get to that level. Not to win her back, not for revenge, but for you. Step one, owning your self-worth. Before anything else, ask yourself honestly, were you showing up as your best self in that relationship? Were you the guy who had standards, who lived with purpose, who had a life beyond her? Or were you the guy constantly trying to please her, always on edge, afraid one wrong move would drive her away? Because if you lost yourself just to keep her, that's the real loss, not the breakup itself. People don't look back and regret losing someone who was needy or desperate for validation. They regret losing someone solid, someone who never begged for approval in the first place. Think about this. When was the last time you truly poured into yourself? Not for her, not to impress her, but because you wanted to be the kind of man who commands respect by just being in the room. That's what self-worth looks like. It's not about acting like you've got confidence. Or it's knowing deep down that you are valuable, that you don't need validation because your life is already full. That means boundaries. That means chasing your passions, investing in your goals, your dreams. You're not to make her regret leaving, but so that you never compromise who you are. Again, the guy who values himself doesn't chase anyone. He builds a life where people want to be part of his world. And that's when the regret kicks in for her. Step two, living with integrity. Let's be real. Your head might still be spinning with one thought. How do I make her see what she lost? But bro, that mindset's a trap because the kind of regret that actually matters, it's not triggered by flexing on social media or jumping into rebound flings. That stuff's transparent and she'll see right through it. The kind of regret that stings comes from respect, and respect that's built on integrity. Too many guys try to win the breakup by pretending they're thriving. They push fake positivity or rush into a new relationship hoping for some kind of reaction. But when it's not real, when you're forcing it, it doesn't make her second guess anything. It just validates her choice to leave. Want to know what actually flips the script? When she sees that you've genuinely leveled up, that you didn't get better out of spite. You did it because you're committed to becoming a high caliber man, a man with discipline, with focus, with purpose. That's what makes someone then unforgettable. And the best part, when you live with that kind of integrity, doing the right thing, even when no one's watching, people start paying attention. She'll notice. And when she realizes you've become someone she can't replace without the drama or games, that's when the real regret creeps in. Step three, expand your world. Let me hit you with this. What's more attractive than a man who's fully alive? A guy who's out there chasing new experiences, challenging himself, living life on his own terms. That kind of energy pulls people in. And after a breakup, it's the most powerful thing you can do, not to get her back, but to make yourself unstoppable. And no, I'm not talking about thirst traps or gym selfies. Yeah, take care of your body. That's part of it. But true growth, that goes way deeper. It's about building a life that gets you hyped to wake up in the morning. Take trips, even if it's a weekend solo mission somewhere new. Learn skills that make you more dynamic. Maybe it's picking up photography, diving into fitness coaching, or joining a community that pushes your limits. The goal is to keep growing, because when you're constantly evolving, people can feel it. You don't have to prove you're better. They'll see it in your presence. And the wild part, the more you expand your life, the less you care about whether she's watching. Because now you're becoming the kind of man who inspires others. And that's something no one wants to lose. Step four, emotional maturity and real detachment. Let's not sugarcoat it. Breakups hurt. You put time, energy, maybe even love into that connection. So, yeah, it's going to sting. But here's where most guys fumble. They let the pain take the wheel. They act out. They send texts they later regret. They spiral, stalking her socials, wondering who she's with. That's when you lose your power. The real flex? Emotional control. That means owning your pain, but not letting it control you. You don't suppress it. You process it, learn from it, and rise because of it. Not for her, but because you refuse to let the pain define you. And here's the twist. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care anymore. It means you stop attaching your worth to how she feels about you. You stop chasing closure. Stop waiting for an apology or a sign. That's when your energy shifts. You become grounded, calm, unshakable. And ironically, that's when people start looking back and wondering if they messed up. But by then, you won't even need that validation because you'll already be building a life that keeps moving forward. Step 5, become unforgettable. Let's wrap it up with this. Regret only hits when someone realizes they lost something they can't replace. So the question is, well, what makes you unforgettable? Is it your ambition, your presence, the way you carry yourself with purpose? Or did you blend into the background, just another guy trying too hard? This is your chance to rewrite the story. Start standing out, level up your mindset, your charisma, your communication. Set goals so bold that people have to respect your grind. Speak with conviction. Move with clarity. Become the guy who walks into a room and changes the energy. When you live like that, not just for a moment, but consistently, you don't just make one person regret losing you. You become a man no one wants to lose. And the craziest part, by the time they realize it, you won't even be looking back. You'll be too focused on the future, too focused on building a life that speaks for itself